Okay, so what's next? I mean, I finally got my student loans paid off, so am I back to buying more sneakers like I did in the past? And my net worth went up, which was extremely great to see. So let's talk about a few things today. What's next on the road for your girl? And more importantly, thank you all for tuning in again to any part of the series you may have watched for student loans versus sneaker resale, aka me paying off my student loans aggressively since 2021 here on the channel and framing it in a way in which, sneaker resale prices were kind of that visual, that medium to communicate. Yes, I could easily have bought this sneaker, but I chose to instead pay down the principal of my student loans, and that paid off in a major way, in the biggest way, because they're gone. So that video is up. It is the longest video I've ever uploaded, will probably ever upload here on YouTube. It's like 25 minutes long. So if you sit through even close to most of that, then you are the real MVP. And my MVP for the WNBA season, she is the only player in WNBA history to hit 1,000 points in a season. And oh, by the way, there are still 2 games left when I'm filming this. So I'm just so excited to witness the greatness of A'ja Wilson. I really am, in every way, shape, and form. So the season is winding down. I'm very excited for that. Let's get through the playoffs. Let's get to college season. Okay, I am beyond excited. So I will support always all things that Dawn Staley does in terms of that program. But then also, as you guys know, rooting for my Wolverines. So I'm just excited for women's college ball to start and us to get into the playoffs for the WNBA. So next for me, am I going back to buying more sneakers like I did in the past? Because funny enough, somebody didn't watch my video but let me know that I still needed to do more content on sneakers. But how would you know if you didn't watch it? I don't know. Maybe you guys can figure that one out. But I love the direction I have my channel in. I love the community that I've built here and the way you guys actually gravitate to the content not being the same thing that we see over and over again. So no, I will not return to buying 4 to 5 pairs of sneakers a month. I won't. You know why? I'm in one of the most peaceful places in life ever, okay? Just in all ways, professionally, personally, creatively, I'm in such a peaceful place, okay? My pockets appreciate also me being in this peaceful place and just not doing a lot, not doing the most. So no, I will not return to that, which I think most of you probably understood. Like when that switch flipped, it did in just a really firm way. So I will not return to that, okay? And funny enough, I had already said that I could be done with sneakers, like buying anything I wanted to buy in 2024 by September. I hinted at that in videos here on the channel, and I think we've reached that point. I think we have certainly reached that point. Because also, just a side note, one thing you may not know if you're not a creator, there's always this rush, right? This anxiety to get these videos out and the shorts and the on-foots and everything immediately, right? Because you want to get in the algorithm as fast as you can, especially based on the release date of a sneaker. I also love and appreciate that. I don't need to even put that pressure on myself anymore. I don't. I will discuss topics when I have the time to jump in front of a camera and when it's not gonna, put any undue stress on anything else that I need to do in life. So that's just where I am, just a little side note. But yeah, I think I'm done, and I know we're just in September, but I think I'm done. So if you recall, I said don't be shocked if another sneaker of this kind is in my collection to end 2024. Now, it comes in a blue box for this colorway, not the brown box, which I actually did appreciate the brown box. But here we are. So, guess what's in this box? Or I should say it was in this box. I took it out. An Adidas Samba XLG. Now, there's not a special name that goes along with this specific colorway here, but I just need you guys to know, okay? I'm thinking of this personally, okay, just myself, as my grande latte, okay? Because it definitely is giving me latte vibes, similar to, yes, the Air Jordan 1 that you guys, we saw release, but it's giving me latte vibes, okay? And it is known as the Samba XLG, so it is certainly larger. It's enlarged in every way from the original base model of the Samba. And if you haven't already seen my review on the black, white, and gum bottom pair, please check that out. It's truly one of my favorite sneakers. It was featured in pairs I wear all the time, like my everyday sneakers. And this colorway immediately caught my eye, fell in love with it. And I was still patient. I still waited weeks and weeks until I finally decided to buy this. No fuss, no drama, no hoops to jump through, no raffles, no nothing. $120. these are the types of pickups that I can get behind these days. So I'll get to the video. It will be very short, sweet, to the point, more so just showing you guys, hey, how I'm gonna style this. And I don't even know that it will have like a streetwear focus. I think something maybe just a little more laid back and casual. Definitely also probably for the ladies. So just no offense, guys. You can always finesse it, guys, for it to work for you. But I have these, so I'm so excited to have these. Like, you guys know, I love the Samba XLG and what they did with it. And yeah, you can see I'm actually like missing. There's like something missing here. I guess we could just like stick those back here for the video. Like maybe they can just chill out right there. Because the actual shoe that was here, the Adidas Rivalry Low, the 414 day pair, shout out to my man Shake, that pair will travel with me because I'm back on the road with Adidas in Atlanta. By the time you're viewing this, I could very well be on the way back home. But in Atlanta with Adidas for another activation with them for the project I'm on. And again, when it comes to what matters the most, I think, in this journey for me, the relationships that have been built, the friendships, the connections you make, like that is truly everything. So take that away in terms of life. It is truly everything. And so shout out to amazing friends, making sure that they try to take care of me in any way possible they can. And I'm not even one, clearly, because I don't even want a whole lot of shoes these days to like even reach out and say, you know, hey, like, is it possible if you can come through? But they try and they do, and they did on this one. So again, hey, editing TJ here. I don't remember if I told you guys that, hey, by the way, yeah, it will drop via confirmed app this weekend, September 21st, $140. I'm sure I have that on the screen. Just wanted to share that here. But also, let me just put this message out there just because I love this pair, because I love a lot of Bad Bunny collaborations with Adidas. That does not mean that you need to feel influenced, compelled, or encouraged to buy the shoe. No, not at all. That's just not how I roll. That's how I rock over here. So if you love the shoe and you know that you will wear the shoe and get a quality cost per wear if you go for this pair for $140, then great. Awesome. I love that for you. If you don't, just leave it. Just leave it. I just wanted to share that, okay? Back to the video. Beyond grateful and blessed. So I said this pair caught my eyes just so much. Like, you guys know, you can't see them, but I have my Bad Bunnies, all the pairs up there. This one, the Gazelle Indoor. So clearly I'm not going to break down the whole shoe today. I'm going to save that for when I return. And so you can, you know, I appreciate your patience there. Again, not trying to run myself into the ground, but it is indeed in hand. Man, so I am so excited to have this pair. Again, I'm so grateful for just amazing friends. Like, looking out for you, that's just a true testament. A true testament of being blessed. So have this. So both of those will certainly go up as soon as I am back home. I promise those will go up. So again, what's next? Clearing out plenty of sneakers within my collection. Like, the rate at which anything comes in, I'm trying to 5, 6, 7x that in terms of pairs going out. That is still my goal. And it's so funny. Shout out to Chi-Town first off, because he's been around 6 years, like I think since I've truly been doing this, since I've started to talk to TJ here on YouTube. So he left a comment on the video in which I paid off the student loans, so that video, and he said, that's what's up, now keep your collection. Remember, you wanted them at the time of purchasing, now you don't have a debt, so why not keep them? Just think you can just change shoes every day, and that's that. So no, I don't have student loan debt. I still have my car, and that will be something that I fast track, I believe, in paying off, and we'll talk about kind of the position I am in and now, and what I intend to do with that extra income that will no longer go towards student loans. But just keep in mind, I was never getting rid of shoes or paring down my collection based on my student loans. Like, the student loan payment and the extra payments were never an issue in terms of still being able to go after the sneakers I really wanted. I've just simply shifted how, like, I even look at shoes, how many I want. That's not indicative of my student loans at all. I just love the place that I'm in right now to just want less pairs, and if I have them, I want them to be intentionally worn. And if I'm not wearing them, I don't want to force it, right? If I haven't been wearing them, it just means they're not speaking to my style and the functionality that I need, and that's okay. It's certainly okay. I feel like my style is kind of shifted and a little bit more toned down. I mean, most of my essentials that has crazy blau branding has been given away or sold. So still getting rid of sneakers, whether selling or donating them and, using my friends as an assistance to be able to help out, children or women that they know could fit my size. So I'm still holding fast to that. So I appreciate it, Chi-Town, but yeah, still getting rid of sneakers there. In terms of just money and kind of where, the position that I was able to put myself in with paying down my student loan debt, but also just the magic, the eighth wonder of the world, that I still can't believe someone said it was a joke or it was bad for me to encourage people to invest. I still can't believe that someone said that in a comment on my videos of all things. Like, yeah, let's just look at sneakers as like a tried and true way of long term. I'm talking 20, 30, 40 years of investing. Let's look at that. No, that's not what we're doing, okay? So, just some numbers real quick. One, I think this is great for you to keep track of numbers because it really can show you where you were, where you are now, and that can just paint a complete picture for you and also just reaffirm of how powerful it is for you to take action with your money. So, number one, clearly I have quite a bit of income, disposable income that's now freed up because it doesn't have to go towards my student loan debt anymore. So what do I intend to do with that? One, a certain amount will be paid extra towards the principal of my car, and you'd be surprised at just how an extra $100 a month can really knock off the amount of time you have left to pay on that car. But I also need to be strategic of how I use that other income because this is where the hard part starts. You think, oh, I'm struggling to pay down my student loan debt. Once the money is there, I think that's where another challenge comes in and just not blowing that money on anything, right? It would have been easy back in the day. I would have thought, oh, I can just buy so many more sneakers and clothes. No, that's not what it's going to be used for. I have some travel that's coming up, so I will certainly make sure that I have ample cash flow for that. Putting money into the market. You guys will probably see me just choose to throw a couple, maybe $200, $300 into the market there. I'm sure I will put that into some sort of series to continue to encourage young adults to just consistently invest. Why? Because it is important. Let's talk about why it's important, okay? Keeping track of your net worth is great throughout your financial journey. You can see where you are and then where you actually can put yourself. And so that is one thing I'm definitely proud of in this journey for myself and paying down these student loans. So again, I paid attention to all of that. So the next step after how I'm going to reallocate my money, I've already done it. I had to make sure because we are in the most ass backwards credit system here in the United States. This is not something necessarily you deal with if you're not in the US, but walk with me real quick. Again, in the US. So if you pay off a debt, guess what? It's removed from your credit, okay? And your credit score is made up of 5 components, and one of those components, I think it's like 15%, is the length of credit that you have. So my longest standing credit, like the longest standing line of credit, they were my student loans. They're gone. They're pulled out of the mix. So prior to my score taking that dip, it will dip. Just be prepared for that. It will dip. I made the decision to extend my current credit card, the amount of credit that was available to me, and then also I opened a brand new card. So I actually increased my total credit that's available to me by 114%. I don't intend to use any more than I was already using, and I damn sure will not be paying interest, but that is one way to continue to have more credit extended to you. So of course you look at your credit score, it's about like how much credit is available to you, what is your repayment history, how much of it are you using? All of that plays a factor. All plays a factor. So that will assist me, but when it comes to like net worth, paying down my student loans it was just vital, right, in terms of my net worth, because that would immediately shoot up. Why? I'm crossing off a liability off of kind of my balance sheet. But do you know why it went up so much? Because within the span of just a few months here within 2024, looking at, I think it was like $19,000 that my net worth improved. Because one, I crossed off, I believe, like $6,000 worth of student loan debt, bolstered some savings a little bit more, but the true magical component there, compound interest. Because you invest and you keep it simple and you don't think about it. You just let the market do its thing, okay? Bless up to Roth IRA, S&P 500, retirement account, 401k being matched by employers. So great things happening in terms of what's next for me. So I'm going to continue to make smart choices. I hope you are doing the same. I will get to reviewing, giving you my thoughts on these sneakers. I'm so excited to have the Bad Bunny Gazelle Indoor, so I promise I will get to these as soon as I am back within, I guess, yeah, within the state and home. So please go ahead and comment your thoughts below on the Samba XLG, on the Bad Bunny Gazelle Indoor. Again, thank you so much just for tuning in. Stay along for the journey. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.